Morning, everyone. Assuming you're taking this class in the morning, good afternoon. You're welcome to take this whenever you want throughout the weekend and beyond as this recording is available. We're going to move through some yoga poses and some shapes in our bodies and just see how we feel. The goal is that this is pretty accessible and that it's just a good way for you to step away from your computer for a few minutes at any point when you just need to disconnect, because sometimes it can be really valuable to just disconnect to reconnect and come back to your thoughts and realize where you're going, and it might actually make you get to a solution faster. So I encourage you to use movement breaks throughout the weekend. Hopefully you've been doing that regularly, but if not, now's a good time to start. So with that, I'll kick off. I'm Liz Bourgault. I am a SkyWatch employee and also a yoga teacher. And so this is your first time joining me. Hello, welcome. We'll get moving. So we're going to come back to some shapes that we started with in the first recording. So we'll just move through some sun salutations, just waking up, warming up, stretching. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over your legs. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back, left foot follows. You're in a plank pose. And on an exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, go ahead and come forward, plank pose. Exhale, you can find a push-up shape that works for you. Maybe knees down, maybe lifted. Inhale, you can bring your heart through your shoulders, opening up, finding a little back bend shape. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. You can slowly step your feet towards your hands or maybe take a giant step or two. Inhaling, finding some length. You can always bend deeply into your knees and exhale, folding. Inhale, push through your feet. Use your strong legs, lift back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Should have said before, you can always do this seated as well. Just moving through with the upper body. Just figured you might be ready to get out of your chair if you wanted to or able to. So we'll keep moving here. Two more like that. Inhaling, finding some length. Exhale, fold. Left foot can step back, right foot can follow. You can go through a vinyasa from here, that push up to heart lifting to downward facing dog. You're like, Liz, you lost me. We can always just meet in downward facing dog. It's a home base. It's a good place to go back to. Finding your way forward when you're ready. Find some length. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. This last one will change it up a little bit. Inhaling, arms lift. Exhaling, folding. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, fold. If I'm moving too fast for you, take your own pace. Right foot steps back. This time, lower your right knee to the floor. If that feels okay, you can always fold up your mat, grab a pillow, a blanket, put something under your knee, something soft. And then inhale, breathe your arms up to your thigh first. And maybe you stay here. Maybe it felt better having your hands on the floor. Maybe they're propped up on some books, whatever you've got around you. Maybe you feel like you can breathe a little more space into your hips here and lift your arms up. When you're ready, bring your hands back to the floor, reconnect with the earth, getting grounded again. And then stepping your left foot back, your right knee lifted. You can move through a vinyasa, or you can always just skip it. So you've got that push up to back bend if you want it. Always optional. Slowly walking your feet towards your hands. Inhaling up. Exhaling, folding. Inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time, left foot steps back and left knee lowers. Finding a variation in your arms that works for you. If you came to my class regularly, you would know that I'm always talking about how You take what variations you need. Neither variation is better or worse, neither makes you a better or worse person. So find what works for you on each side. Adapt these poses as you need to. Maybe just make other shapes in your body that feel good. A teacher of mine is always just encouraging us to just like move. It doesn't have to be a perfect equation. When you're ready, stepping back, you can move through that push-up to back bend, or just meet in the downward facing dog shape. And then take a moment, let your knees come to the earth, your big toes come to touch, hips towards your heels, melting down towards the earth, finding a child's pose shape. Now here, if it feels comfortable, maybe you can melt a little closer to the earth. Maybe your forehead could even touch down. If that feels really far away, maybe you pause and you go grab a pillow or something and you put it under you and you melt over that pillow and it becomes a very restful shape. Give yourself a moment to rest. You've probably been go, go, go all weekend. And we just did a lot that got our hearts back up and maybe your nervous system on alert. So remind yourself that you're okay, you're here, you're allowed to take a break, you're allowed to take rest. Rest is rebellion in many ways. It's not often encouraged in our modern world. So breathe in here. And then if it feels okay, maybe walking your hands over towards the right side of your space, sort of at a 45-degree angle from the rest of your body. Breathing into your left side, breathing into your left shoulder. Might feel like a stretch here. And then slowly walk your hands all the way over so they're at a 45-degree angle from the left side, reaching out. Good, slowly finding your way back through center. And coming up to a seat. You can sit in any sort of shape that feels comfortable to you. An easy seat, you can prop yourself up on a pillow or whatever you have that will give you a comfortable place to sit. And so maybe you can bring your eyes to close here. Maybe you can allow your eyes to drop towards the floor. Maybe if your eyes aren't closed, you can let your gaze soften so much that you're barely looking through your eyelashes. And as you breathe here, finding a sense of ease, feeling grateful to have stepped away, knowing that anything else will be there when you get back to it. You're allowed this break. Everything that came before, letting it go with your exhales. Everything that you're anticipating after, letting go with your exhales. If sitting here is giving you an anxious feeling, maybe you just observe temperature or the fabric of your clothes against your skin, or maybe you look around your room and you observe all the things that are yellow, all the things that are green. All of these are tools for pulling us back into the present moment, the only place where anything is really happening here and now, each moment. And you just found a meditation in a way. So we'll close out here with one last little round of stretches. You can shake that off however you need to. Maybe roll out the shoulders, feels good. Maybe swinging the arms feels good. And as you'd like, you can start to flick out the wrists as if you had water on your hands and you were going to splash it around. You can never do that today, but let it go. And then roll out the wrists. Sure, you've been on your computer a lot this weekend, so I wanted to give our wrists some attention. Turn them all sorts of ways, whatever's calling to you, maybe sort of flip them around. And then as feels good, you can bring your hands together to clasp and send them out in front of you, long. And then pull them back in, send them out again. Maybe start to add your shoulders into it, doming up your back. Feel really nice, especially if you've been sitting at a computer. Whatever other wiggles come to mind. And then we'll close out there. Feel free to take any of these classes again. Again, my name is Liz Bourgault. I teach yoga and work for SkyWatch as a product manager. So any questions, feel free to find me on LinkedIn. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Good luck. Remember to take breaks and take care of yourselves. Take care.